What's up, guys? Welcome to the Sea of Wisdom, Carif of Wisdom. So it's been a long time I haven't posted on the platform, and luckily today I met one of my super role model. His name is Igor James. Without even wasting much time to comment him. So Igor,
Yeah.
the floor is yours.
Hey guys, my name is Igor. I'm from Mozambique, originally from Mozambique. I've been living in Belgium for 12 years already. I came here when I was like 6 years old. What have I been doing here? I've been studying here, making friends. I'm in my second year of uni. I've been doing IT, informatics. I don't know if you guys know it. Probably so.
Sure. So Igor,
Yeah.
what is your best piece of advice you've ever got so far?
My best piece of advice I have gotten so far was that I should be living more in the moment instead
moment.
in the moment, yeah, instead of in the future or in the past. Because people, like I told you, people always like keep on thinking about what they want to achieve, what they want to do with their life, instead of just like realizing I'm here at this moment right now. I'm here with you. We are talking. We're having a moment. And the past, I mean by that people sometimes get stuck in the past with what happened. They can't get over something, and they keep thinking about the past instead of moving on.
And then worrying the much
Yeah,
what
indeed,
happened.
indeed. At the moment, they're not thinking about today. Today's a beautiful day, as you see. We can look outside. We can enjoy the cold weather here, the cold Belgian weather.
True.
Yeah. So people just gotta live more in the moment. Be there, be right now here.
Value the present, be grateful what you have so far,
Indeed,
what you've got
indeed.
in, no matter how small it is.
Yeah.
Just try to take care of that beautiful thing.
Yeah, of course.
And then make the best of it.
Yeah.
And what is the worst piece of advice have you ever got so far?
My worst piece of advice that I've gotten, I'm gonna talk in a relationship kind of situation. It can be with anything, with your parents, with your friends, with your significant other. Is that people just give the advice was more like to leave instead of to stay. People, when things go wrong, they tend to leave the situation. They tend to go out of the confrontation. I was like that as well, but I learned right now. I mean, I've learned not today, but I've learned with time.
A lot, yeah.
That you should stay and you should work on the problems, because if you love someone, your parents, your friends, your lover, if you love someone, you gotta work through it. You can't just leave because it gets hard. It's normal. We're human, and it's never easy. That's a relationship. Relationships get stronger by working on them. Every single time when you have highs, you will have the same lows or even lower and even higher highs. You just need to keep on staying when it gets low and work on it till it gets high again. You just need to have a nice balance. Yeah.
Well, I'm really impressed. So if I understand, like whatever, no matter what happened, like if you're in a relationship, try to
Yeah.
find a common ground.
Yeah.
You and your significant one. You
Yeah.
guys should try to solve the problem instead of really looking at the problem, right? You
Yeah,
guys
of
should try to
course.
find a way of,
Of
really,
course,
okay,
yeah.
how are we gonna solve this problem?
Yeah.
What kind of solution could we get from this? What kind of strategy could we apply in order to get a beautiful ending, right? Toward like in the problem, right, that you face.
Yeah, like I told you, like it's just people just need to they need to stay and they need to try and maintain the relationships
Okay.
and work on it. That's the most important part that I think that people need to do more these days, especially these days. People tend to leave faster than stay, even I, but I'm trying to work on it as well, and.
Okay. So you have another question is really about like it's really an open question.
Yeah.
So it's about really the younger generation. So
Yeah.
what kind of piece of advice could you give other people out there having problem in their life? I know some people are really are demotivated. They don't have
Yeah.
people to really guide them, to coach
Yeah.
them. They are kind of really they are lost in the middle. So what kind of advice could you give them? Those people who have lost hope. They don't really have any hope anymore.
Yeah.
They actually need like those kind of wisdom from people who can really shape their life. What kind of advice could you give some people who are really desperate, really?
Yeah.
What kind of advice could you give them, really? Like, this world now, we're living in a sense, like in a planet where now competition is the trend,
Of course,
So now
of course.
everyone is competing against each other,
Yeah.
one another. So if you find someone who has, okay, I have an Apple today, like an Apple iPhone, I have an iPhone today,
yeah.
and you have a Samsung, then they're like, oh man, what I have is really not valuable. You have more than me. So what kind of advice would you give somebody like who really he's lost in the middle because he's lacking of something.
Yeah.
He's really have like he has a wisdom in him, but
Yeah.
he really doesn't know the value of that wisdom. What kind of advice could you give that person to show him that you really have something in you? You just have to really try to find a way to show that thing to the world.
What kind of advice I would have? To be honest, I'm not such a materialistic person,
Okay.
so I don't really care about having the newest iPhone or the newest thing, you know. But what kind of advice I would give those people is to be more content with what you have,
Wow.
because like there will always be people who have more than you, but with each people that have more than you, there will be thousand more that have less than you. You should be happy with what you have, and of course, I understand that you want the newest one. I understand you see somebody with, oh wow, he has a new iPhone 12 Pro Max. You have like one older generation. I understand that you want it as well, of course, man. But you gotta work for it, of course. I mean, just be content with what you have, and
Content.
that's the most important part, actually. Like, if people would be more happy with what they have, like, we both come from Africa, we know how it is there, and
True.
we know how it is here, man.
True.
I'm happy with what I have, you know.
Okay.
Sometimes, of course, you're like, oh man, he has this, but like, it doesn't matter, man. You have so much. You have a lot to be thankful for that. I don't know. I think it's kind of like sad that people sometimes be like, I don't have anything and he has this, but you don't even know it, but you already have a lot of things,
That's it.
you know.
True. So
You
be
have a lot
content
of
with what you
things.
have.
Be content with what you have. That's one, indeed, and be more positive.
Be
People,
positive.
yeah, be positive. I'm
Optimistic.
generally, optimistic. I'm generally an optimistic person.
Okay.
You know, realistic, optimistic. You know, between those two. But like on the optimistic side of it, I tend to try and view life more positive. Like, okay, let's say I have bad points at school. You know. Of course, that's not fun.
That's not end of,
Yeah,
that's not the end of the world.
That's not the end of the world, because there are a lot more urgent things coming or happening at the moment.
Yeah.
So I try not to like go be sad about it. I try to be like, okay, man, it happened. But next, I try to think about how can I improve myself
How to
so
make
I
it
won't be
better.
in this situation again. And you need to look with your shoulders up, head straight, and look straight before you to see the road.
True.
That's going to make you happy. That's going to make you more happier, and it's going to make you get better grades. You know, I'm using a great example because we are both students, so you know, and we just had exams.
Yeah.
Because this time as well, I wasn't down or anything. My exams went actually pretty good, better than last time. But last time I was like, oh man, fuck, my exams are bad. I don't know what to do. But then I came to the realization, like, okay, come on.
But
You know what went wrong. You need to like think about what went wrong,
How will
what
you make
went
it
good,
right?
and how will you make it right. How, yeah, not necessarily right, but how will you do it better than last time, indeed.
okay, Igor, whoa, that's really an amazing wisdom
Thank
from
you,
you.
man, thank you.
Really, guys, this is the end of this beautiful debate, and really, I'm grateful, like, for your time. Thank
No
you so
problem,
much,
man, no problem.
guys. I will see you guys in the next. So more video coming soon, and don't forget to really subscribe to Carry for Wisdom on YouTube. So more edited video will come soon. Okay, so have a good time. Be blessed, Igor. Thanks a lot,
Bye.
man.
No problem, man.
And guys, see you guys. Carry for Wisdom.